issue number 40 of Headline Heroes, a comedy podcast where we take today's headlines and create a comic book origin story. My name is Drew Mick.
I'm Nathan Haynes.
And I'm Tanner Ackerman.
Tanner, I just want to get out there ahead of this show. It's gonna be, we're kind of angry on this end. I kind of had a rough time of it these past couple days, and I just want to let you know before we really get into it that we may not be ourselves.
Oh, okay. What's wrong?
Well, we're glad you asked.
Yeah, I didn't want to bait you too much, but yeah, I really am. Here we go. Drew, I guess I don't know. Do you want to?
All right. Tanner, you know my love for mozzarella sticks, right?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, so there's that place in my hometown that has those just amazing mozzarella sticks, and that has forever set my standard of what mozzarella sticks should be like.
Big Jerry's Mozzie sticks, yep.
Yeah, big Jer Bears Mozzie sticks. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the mozzarella stick themed restaurant.
Yes, it's all mozzarella sticks all time. They have a mozzarella stick log flume.
And most importantly, you know what a mozzarella stick is, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Right answer. Good.
Glad. Yeah, you're better than just about everyone because, Well, so I am currently with Nathan.
Mm-hmm. Drew came up to visit, and he said to me, he gave me one charge. He said, Nate, I want you to find me mozzarella sticks that are as good as Jer Bear's mozzarella sticks and log flume. And I said, all right, I will attempt to do this. I don't literally know anywhere that I have had mozzarella sticks that are that good. I know. Ding. Good idea. I'll ask Reddit, the Minneapolis subreddit, where I could find some good mozzarella sticks. And actually, let me just pull up a list of responses I got here. Pretty helpful, really, when you get down to it. But let me just read you a sampling of the responses I got to the question, best mozzarella sticks in Minneapolis, ? Ellsworth cheese curds. Would cheese curds count? Cheese curds at the 5-8 by Maplewood are good. Poorhouse in Dinkytown had some pretty legit curds. New Bohemia had some pretty amazing curds. One person who has since deleted their comment said, if you're feeling adventurous, make your own. Make your fucking own is what he said to me.
I am so mad at the Minneapolis subreddit.
Literally no one recommended a single place. I don't think the word mozzarella sticks, the two words together, appeared in that comment or any of those comments.
Well, that's not true. There was the place that was like, oh, this place has some good mozzarella sticks, but they're closing.
Yeah, they're closing in February.
Oh, that's nice. Thanks, guys.
And we went there last night, tried to get in. 2-hour wait. Apparently everybody's trying to get these fucking mozzarella sticks.
Well, it's the only place that has them in
We ended up going to Jimmy Buffett Margaritaville.
Yeah, we went to Margaritaville instead, which is not the same.
Yeah. I jumped in and made a comment, and someone told me that I should eat cheese curds. So
apparently nobody in the fucking Twin Cities understands what a mozzarella stick is. If you're
like
listening right now from the Twin Cities, for the love of God, email headlineheroescast@gmail.com with a mozzarella stick recommendation. And so help me God, if you tell me cheese curds, I will block you.
Is this like a local thing? Like how they say duck, duck, gray duck? They just
I
don't have mozzarella
so.
sticks.
I don't get it. No.
Because there are places that have mozzarella sticks.
Like there's a Chili's.
There's a Chili's.
TGI Fridays.
There are a couple local places that have mozzarella sticks, but I knew that they weren't like, Jerry's. They weren't like Jerry's mozzarella sticks. They were like your average run-of-the-mill mozzarella stick, and that's not good enough for Drew.
I need me some dense cheese, fried long.
So Tanner, what is your assessment?
That disappoints me. Honestly, because I have used Reddit for stuff like that before. Like when I was going to Oklahoma, I got recommended a bunch of places to go there that were great. And when I was in Florida, I asked us a city subreddit where we could get a drink that was served inside of a coconut or a pineapple. And they delivered immediately. And those seem like more complicated things than mozzarella sticks.
Literally just mozzarella sticks is all I want.
Mm-hmm. But hey, you know what? If you're feeling adventurous, you can make your own. So
yeah, fuck that person.
What a fucking shitty answer. You could, of course you can do that. You wouldn't be asking where to go if you were just going to be able to make them on your own.
Downvoted so much they deleted.
Yeah, hey, I'm looking for someone else to make great mozzarella sticks. Make your own. No, is that what I fucking asked? So that's why we're so mad. Maybe doing this episode would help take our mind. We've been talking for almost 5 minutes now about mozzarella sticks, so maybe it's best we just do the episode.
Well, hey, maybe if you're feeling adventurous, you'll make your own tonight.
Fuck you. How dare you? How do we do? Where's the end button? Stop the episode.
Nate, what do we do here?
Well, Drew, every week you, Tanner, and I get together on the internet. We comb through a bunch of bizarre and crazy headlines that we found from news sites across the web, and we put them all in a list. We select one at random, and we use it as an origin story for a superhero or supervillain. Now, last week, we did I remembered this time, only because Drew and I talked about it last night.
Oh.
It was, I don't remember his name, because why would I? But he was basically drunk Mr. Freeze.
Yep.
Do you remember his name, Tanner?
Yeah. Let me try to pronounce it correctly.
Oh, yeah.
Beerbilly. Beerbilly?
Oh, yeah.
No. Try again.
Beerbilly.
That's it.
There we go. Beer Billy.
Beer Billy. The drunk
Beer
Mr.
Billy.
Freeze.
So he was a villain, right?
Yeah, like a tragic villain.
Yeah.
His wife.
His wife, very much alive.
Take his wife, please.
My wife.
His wife.
So funny, he did the Borat thing. Yeah. So what are we doing this week, Tanner?
Okay, so since we did a villain last week, this week we are going to be doing a hero, and I've already pulled an article at random here out of our list, and that one is number 10 for you guys, and the headline is Oregon Exploding Whale. And that's the whole headline.
Oh, that's always sad.
And this was submitted by Max Marvel. Thank you, Max.
It's a video.
Oh, it's another video.
All right, let's take a moment to watch that.
So this is a video. Okay, it's from 1970, so pretty current.
It's an old, current.
Uh-huh. If I couldn't put my thumb over it, it kind of looks like it. So you just ignore that date.
That grainy footage.
Looks like that story that I think people have probably heard before, where like a whale beaches and dies on a beach, and they can't like move it or like cut it up, as the guy says, so they just blow it up.
Ugh.
Which is pretty good, I guess.
What if this is a superhero whale?
Okay.
Just after it defeated a villain.
So we see the end of our hero.
We see the end. But maybe, what if it's faked and like it didn't actually blow up?
Oh, the whale fakes its own death.
Yeah.
So it's like Commissioner Gordon.
What?
Commissioner Gordon faked his own death?
Okay.
Is that
in The Dark Knight?
What?
Dark Knight?
Is that a Flash movie?
Well, it's a Batman film.
Not familiar with that guy.
I don't know what that is.
I'm more of a Flash head, so
I love the Flash.
Hey, real quick, I want to throw out my idea for the hero.
Yeah, okay.
It's a whale whose power is that it can explode at will.
Okay. Well, now I just got to know how this idea came to your head.
So I watched this video of this whale explode on this beach, and I thought, man, that could do some damage.
So what happens after it explodes? Like,
have you seen the Iron Giant?
Oh, so it sends out the radio signal.
Yeah.
And all these like whale parts are flapping from across the globe to get back to the brain.
Yeah.
Super whale.
Super whale.
It's a horrifying visage.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Nate, do you have any ideas?
The only idea I had that I can't figure out why I decided is basically Tanner's idea, but it's this. You could say it's this being that it's a whale, and then when it explodes, it turns into a different animal. So like it can just continuously cycle through different animals, but in order to change, it has to explode.
Like very explosive.
Mm-hmm. Every single time. So it's like, I'm a whale. Poof, now I'm a fox. Poof, now I'm a shrew. Like, poof, I'm a whale again.
So it's like the wheels of, it's like reincarnation, except.
Mm-hmm. Except maybe he doesn't actually die, just to kind of step around that whole PETA investigation that's oncoming that I can feel right now. Like, he doesn't actually die. It's just like it looks like the energy he expels is so big that it looks like he explodes.
Now, I have to ask, Nate, is this an Animorphs plot?
I don't think that there was ever an Animorphs plot where you could explode in order to turn.
Your brain. Are you sure?
I'm just going to hold on.
Oh, no.
Is he doing a brain blast?
Got a blast. Let's go search Animorphs explode.
I just don't know what
That's a good question since
every other episode you're bringing up Animorphs.
Okay, here we go. Let me just read to you from an article titled Megamorphs. Megamorphs are 4 companion books in the animal. Oh, jeez. Okay. There's some other books. Yeah. There's nothing. I don't see anything about exploding in here. There's nothing. The word explode doesn't even feature in this article. Google. Damn. I think we're clear. I think we're in the clear.
Okay.
I'd say throw out my idea. It's dumb.
I'm just gonna bring up. I just found a picture of a horse turning into a boy.
Oh, this one's terrifying.
Or a girl, actually. Okay.
Why a long face? Anyway, I think throw out my idea and stick with one of you two's ideas.
Well, which one?
I honestly like the idea of the multiple, Nate's idea, because it kind of gives us more to work with.
Seems strange that you would like that over a whale that explodes and then slowly pieces itself together.
Well, maybe it's a combo. Maybe when it explodes, now it's a fox, but its body is spread across the globe.
Is this what? Okay, let's take a step back.
Yes.
After, if we want to go with that, what was the origin of this creature? Was it once a person that fell into a vat of animal parts?
That soup.
Probably.
Ooh, yep, PETA's calling. Hold on, one sec.
They're on their way.
I didn't think they had arrest powers, but I guess they do.
Citizens arrest. I think it probably should have been a human.
She was a veterinarian.
And where they keep all the spare animal parts.
Where they put animals back together when they're sick.
And
wait, is this a Frankenstein veterinarian?
Yes, and
Okay. And then she had some bold ideas. But they wouldn't listen to her. Mm-hmm. So she tested it on herself.
Yes, I'm loving where you're going with this.
I don't know what her bold ideas was and how that led to her magically exploding and turning into any conceivable animal.
Maybe she dealt with animals missing limbs specifically. Mm-hmm. So she was working on some way of regrowing limbs on an animal, but she didn't want to make a specific one that worked on dogs and a specific one that worked on cats. She wanted one that worked on any and all animals.
A universal limb regrowth serum.
Yes.
That she used on herself.
Kind
of like how some people transport extra organs by... Never mind.
No, I want to know more.
Hold on.
No, that's cool.
Huh?
What to the what?
If you're having a fun night and you're partying and then you wake up the next morning and suddenly you're carrying organs across the border. Whatever. Those classic Rager nights where you wake up with extra organs in you. Whatever.
Yeah, I mean, we've all been there.
Yeah, right?
I can't remember how many organs I even have anymore after all those times.
I'm very sick.
Please send us money.
I have so many livers in me.
So, real quick, if we're doing the limb thing, is she missing a limb herself? Because otherwise, how could she test it out? Or did she cut off her leg?
There's a dramatic scene where she has to cut off a limb or something, or she was just didn't have an arm from birth.
It's like a more Doc Connors than Doc Connors.
No, I like the idea that she cuts off a limb for it, because then otherwise she has the excuse she was researching the whole time to try to get her own arm back or something.
It needs one more ingredient, and that is a sacrifice.
Well, maybe she cuts off just a finger or something. So it's not quite as ridiculous.
Does she get it back? Is that part, or is she always? Ooh, maybe that's an identifying thing. No matter what form she takes, she is always missing
a finger.
I'm not sure what that looks like on a whale.
A part of its fin is
wedged out.
Yeah.
How about that?
I like that. So she goes to. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say she used it on herself.
Yeah, I guess that's what I was gonna say.
You go.
Okay, now you stop it.
Tanner, you wish you were here.
You hang up.
We made a replacement Tanner out of sweatpants. And
oh no, not the Tannikin again.
Oh no, I forgot about that.
I did too until just now.
No, he can't hurt us anymore. So she has this bold idea. She's like, the scientific community won't let me try this. I'm just gonna try it on myself. Fuck them. And she does, and maybe it grows back for a second, but then the day after, she starts to feel really sick and nauseous and throws up, and eventually she gets a fever, and then all of a sudden she explodes, and everyone thinks she's dead because she legit exploded.
Her house is just gone.
She's like, oh my god, she's dead. We can't find her body. But little known fact, she turned into a bird.
flew away. As they were going through the wreckage, they found a bird and released it. It's like, how'd you get in here?
Now, in Animorphs, when they turn into animals...
No!
In Animorphs, when they turn into animals, if they spend too long as an animal, they could lose their ability to turn back into a human.
No, we're not.
And sort of surrender their consciousness to the animal. Is that a thing that we need to worry about, or is she always sort of...
I was going to ask, can she do this at will, or is it a time thing?
I like the idea that she sort of learns over time to do it at will, because it makes her a better hero, I think, maybe?
But can it also be timed, or...
What do you mean timed, I guess?
Maybe if she does it too long, it'll just be spontaneous. But, like,
well,
she knows.
Maybe it's just, at first, it's like if she's under great stress. So, like, say, all of a sudden, some birds are, like, bigger birds are attacking her, and she gets really stressed out, and she explodes.
Some big birds.
I love Big Bird. Try to teach them about counting and stuff.
She explodes and turns into a cat? Like, what's a predator to a bird?
Bigger bird.
So she turns into a pterodactyl.
She's just an ostrich up there.
But also the birds, like, exploded because she exploded right on them.
Oh, so it's kind of like a evolutionary thing. She becomes their predator, like circle of life. But that's under great stress. But eventually she learns how to control it.
Yeah.
I like this. This is good.
So what's she going to do with her newfound exploding powers? Can she control... Sorry, did we specify... Can she control what she turns into next?
I think
eventually
she should be able to, yeah.
So what is she going to do with these powers?
She just walks into the drug factory and blows it up. Kills everyone.
She's a hero.
Yeah. She just got rid of
She got rid of big pharmaceutical.
What if she's the hero for, like, animal injustices? Like, what if she goes to the savannah and handles poaching, or, like... Goes
that'd be
someplace
tight.
where there's animals being So, we've done a lot of crime against humans, but there's still a lot of crime happening against animals.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, PETA. I've read my PETA thing now, so they can leave. So
yeah, they're leaving.
They had us at gunpoint, but
glad I wasn't there.
Oh, they're coming for you now.
We got to wrap this up then.
Okay, so animal injustice.
What's animal injustice?
Poaching.
You said.
Poaching's a big one.
Overfishing.
Okay, hunting. Probably just doesn't like hunting, period.
Probably not great on hunting.
No.
Yeah, but you got to control the deer population.
Mm-hmm, that's true.
No, that's why she turns into a wolf.
That's fair.
Yeah, I'll do it myself. Wolf slaughters deer population in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Also, like, drug companies that test on animals or stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. But that's kind of going against what she was doing.
She tested on herself.
Yeah, but there was also probably some animal stuff, right?
But she's trying to help them. There's like companies that test on animals for like shampoo.
Yeah, that type of stuff.
Yeah.
And like I do want my dog to look fabulous and have a luxurious shiny coat, but I don't want it to be tested on them. I want to know that it's okay for Snuggles first before we put that shampoo in her hair.
She sees a car with the dog in it.
And the window's not rolled down.
Not rolled down.
So she explodes into a whale and like crushes the side of the car.
Yeah, just one side.
You're free, dog.
Trying to think what would be the optimal thing to break a window for an animal.
A gorilla or a rhino?
A woodpecker. Or a rhino. A rhino would be good.
It's just a giant rhino just to break a small little...
Can she talk? Is she very limited?
That's a good question.
Telepathic? No.
But it'd be kind of fun for a comic book to just hear her inner monologue. Mm-hmm. And like maybe her loved ones believe she's dead, but she's like right there.
Oh, I was gonna ask. Like, can she turn back into a human at points?
So in Animorphs,
fucking
Tobias turns into a red-tailed hawk, but he eventually learns to anamorph back into a human for 2 hours at a time.
Are you done?
I mean, you can't expect me to not talk about Animorphs in an episode that's literally about a person changing into animals.
Yeah, that's kind of setting you up.
All right, fine.
Thank you, Tanner.
I think maybe it'd be more interesting if she's actually kind of trapped, but maybe eventually there's some big reveal later on where she turns back into a human and she doesn't know how she did it. Maybe eventually she'll be able to learn that, like way down the road, but...
Just as the comic book series is running out of sort of ideas to do with her character, they'll throw that in so that there's a new twist to keep people interested. So we're not running a charity here. We gotta think business. When eventually all these ideas take off and we definitely get our comic books in circulation.
Yes, of course.
Excited for that.
So we got it. We got her powers. We kind of know where the powers came from. I mean, I imagine her weaknesses would just be whatever weakness is the animal's weakness. She's not like a super powered rhino. She's just a rhino.
What happens if she's a deer and then a predator chases her down and gets her?
Oh, he kills her?
Yeah.
I imagine she'd die.
Yeah, I would assume she would
though?
explode before then, though.
Yeah, I think so.
And then does she come back?
Yeah, that
What
was
do
the
you
whole
mean?
point. Like, she explodes and turns into something else.
But like, what happened? I guess if she is like, if a wolf gets her, and like
If a
is
wolf's
biting,
like getting to her, she's just gonna explode before it can
Okay.
kill her.
that makes sense. It's just kind of a defense.
Sort of like
as well.
the Hulk adrenaline. Like as soon as that adrenaline starts spiking, there's the potential for her to explode, but in a good way.
Yeah. So she's invincible.
Pretty much. I mean, I guess if you were able to somehow, like, I guess, sort of like if you were able to, I mean, shoot her before she knew that you were there. Like I think shoot her. She wouldn't have a chance to explode. She would just be dead. But
maybe even then she just explodes and is reborn.
Could
Maybe.
be. Instead of
think,
dying,
like-
she just explodes.
She just explodes. Like
she's immortal. Cannot be beat.
at least at this time and place, unless.
Unless someone injects her with the anti-serum for animals. Maybe that's when she finally turns back into a human briefly, is somebody gets to her and injects her, and she's stuck being a human for a while.
And she's stuck being human, and maybe she's like living it up like, I don't have these powers, I don't have these responsibilities, yay, I can be normal again, I love my family.
And then her Uncle Ben dies.
Oh,
She's like, fuck,
fuck.
I should have known.
How did he die?
He's trampled by...
Rhinos got loose.
Yeah.
I could have prevented this.
I could have corralled them as their alpha.
I could have prevented this.
How'd the rhinos get loose? Uncle Ben, what are you doing?
Her Uncle Ben was making Uncle Ben's rice in his
Oh,
house
yeah.
when a herd of stampeding rhinos crushed him to death. So sad.
Yeah, that's pretty tragic. Yeah, and then she realizes, okay, I can't not do this anymore, and she figures out how to turn back. But the side effect is now she can turn back into a human whenever she wants. So she was thinking she was going to make a big sacrifice and give up being a human like she had been, but then she turns back. But like,
It was a surprise. It was a selfless act that turned out to have a benefit.
Yeah, there we go.
Boom.
We wrote a comic, guys.
Hey, we did it.
Well, should we? Well, before we get into naming it, let's play a promo for another
Yeah.
podcast.
Hooray!
Every year, new TV shows get canceled. Some make it an entire season, and some don't even make it that far. I'm Ed, host of Unaired, where each week we review a show that was canceled with episodes left unaired, then pitch our ideas for what could have been future episodes of those shows. We've covered shows like Cavemen, the show based on the Geico Cavemen commercials, the ill-fated 2011 Wonder Woman pilot, a show called Look Well, where Adam West plays an aging TV detective who thinks he can solve real crimes, and many more. You can find us on iTunes, Google Play, unairedpodcast.com, or wherever you download podcasts. And remember, some things are better left unaired.
And we are back.
That was a promo.
That was a promo.
I like how it sort of encapsulated what the podcast is all about in 30 seconds or so.
It is a good, that's what's great about
That promo.
promos. Yeah. Anyway, what should we name this
This lady.
superheroine?
An explosion.
What? Oh, Anna. I thought for some reason you were saying something about Anastasia, and I had what? But no, I got
You know I
now.
love Anastasia.
Dude, it's a great movie.
You're all about the Russian royal family.
I am.
Yep, they always say bam.
Rah, rah, Rasputin. Explosive evolution. Food chain.
Food chain.
Streaky the Super Cat.
Okay. That's
I like that one. Let's do that. What if we called her Anamorph?
I was thinking about that.
Anamorph. Her name is Anna.
I think that's fine.
Anablast.
Got a blast.
No. All right, I already regret that. Burstimal.
That sounds like a like cheap knockoff of like Transformers or something.
Burstimal.
Burstimals. Collect all 7. Got a rat who changes into a
Got a rat.
motorcycle. Should we do
The mashup.
mashup?
Man, I don't know. We could try.
Who wants to do animal word and who wants to do explosion word?
I can do an animal word, I guess.
Okay.
I can do an explosion word.
Do you
Okay.
have an explosion word?
Yeah, I'm not sure how good it is, but we'll try it.
I don't know how good mine is either, so this is going to be a real I think 2 okay things will become a great thing.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Are we going to go on 3, 2? Are we going to go on the go?
I will count it down. 3, 2, 1, and you go.
Okay.
All right, so 3, 2, 1.
Critter.
Demolition.
Demolition critter.
Well, demolition critter.
There we go.
Is that it?
I think it's the best we've had so far.
Demolition critter. All right.
Demolition critter.
Makes it sound like it's very much only small things she can do.
You can think of the demolition creature. That was my fallback.
Demolition. No, I like critter.
Yeah. All right. What's her costume?
None costume, I think.
Just that signature toe missing. No finger.
No finger or toe, depending on what creature form she's in.
That's
really
true,
depends.
but it's always the front.
I think that's fair.
Because it's the hand equivalent.
Yeah. Front left.
I don't know. Is there anything that we can do? Or probably not with that.
What about comic book cover?
Probably her house exploding and her flying away while her family is crying.
They're already there.
They're just outside the house.
Holy shit.
As it's exploding.
Maybe it's them sitting down for Thanksgiving, the family, and she's there. She's
the turkey. Oh boy!
It's about to explode. Please, family, run! Or she's infiltrated their house as a cat, and then made a movie.
A little kid starts to try and pet her like real hard, and she's like, "Oh no, I'm gonna explode! I'm gonna kill this kid!"
No. Yeah, so all those.
Is that like a big story part? Is her trying to get back into her family's lives for a while, so
Maybe
she's trying to be different household animals?
Maybe at first, but then eventually it transitions into her like seeing some animal injustice and realizing she can do something about it.
Well, maybe they quit deciding they want to have pets just because they keep exploding.
Why does this keep happening? This is what killed our daughter.
Why do the explosions keep... It's like Jaws. The shark keeps chasing after their family, except it's explosions. That's perfect.
I love it.
But we still didn't decide on a cover.
Oh.
It could be one of those like those bookmarks that like you flip back and like depending what angle you're looking at it looks like either like a human or an animal.
Oh, it's the damn it, there's a word for that.
Yeah, I don't know what it's called. I can't think of it.
I had some pogs like that.
Holographic?
Yeah. Is that the word?
Something. People know what we're talking about.
You know the thing. If you know what the thing is, call in and tell us the name of the thing.
Yeah, please call us. Yeah, that's good.
Also, if you know any places for cheese curds in Minneapolis, hit me up.
No.
Cheese curds?
Sorry. Oh, fuck. Oh.
What are you doing?
This is what happened, probably. This is what's happening to me. Somebody help. I need cheese curds. No, cheese curds.
Living in Minneapolis.
I'm just trying to say cheese curds. Fuck.
Wisconsin is showing.
Just go look back at your post and it just says cheese curds.
Oh no!
It's just the word cheese curds over and over again.
Cheese curds. Yeah, I like the idea of a holographic. Like it's human her, and then it's whale her.
Maybe if you get it, like they have those ones. I think that'll do multiple. Like you can get it, so maybe that's just like human explosion, duck explosion, whale explosion, fox explosion. Like if you kind of just do back and forth a bunch. Like if you really kind of tilt it, you get those extra little scenes.
Oh. Yeah, that's good.
I mean, we're not actually making this thing, so we can.
Is that what the whole comic book is? So each page, if like you look at it slightly, it's like, oh wait, that's happening.
There's a compendium. Yeah.
There's like online guides that are like, all right, you need to have. Here's the optimal way to read this issue. You're gonna want to start on page 1 at 45 degrees, switch to 135 degrees, and then back to negative 10 degrees.
That's what comic books have been needing. A
walkthrough
guide.
Really, they've gotten too simple. They'd let too many casuals in.
They're too straightforward.
So is that good then? I really like this one. This is maybe one of my favorite ones that we've done lately. Are we good?
I think I'm happy.
All right.
I've never been happy.
So last week Drew put out the call to arms for all of our Wisconsin listeners to let us know what the temperature is because, wait, why did we ask that?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Well, the point
is
you delivered.
So, let's listen to one of those voicemails.
Hey, Headline Heroes, it's Derek from Wisconsin. It's currently 19 degrees and cold AF.
All right, well, thank you, Derek.
Great reporting.
19.
Didn't say Celsius or Fahrenheit.
What would that be in Celsius?
No, well, it might be in Celsius.
What would that be in Celsius?
It's pretty warm, right?
I don't know. Why are you looking at me like I would know?
No, I was just looking at you.
It would be 66.2 Fahrenheit.
Oh, that'd be wonderful.
Oh, man, let's get over there. Apparently it's nice.
I mean, 19. That sucks.
Yeah.
Sorry, Derek.
Sorry, Derek.
We got another one here. Let's listen to that.
Oi, Headline Heroes. It's your boy Chauncey from Brisbane, Australia. Currently relocated to the Great White North of the United States of America, Wisconsin, and crikey, it's cold. It's like -1 today, or you Yanks would call it 30. It's so cold I can't even maintain a voice or an accent. I'm all over the place. Anyway, have a good one. Good day.
Oh, I didn't realize we were so global.
Boy. And by global, we have some Australian listener that is in Australia.
Well, no, he's in Wisconsin.
He's
I thought
in
he was
Wisconsin.
I mean, in Wisconsin. God
He
damn it.
relocated. I wish you would listen to the things that we play on the podcast.
I'm sorry. Yeah, he relocated in Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm. It's so cold, he said he can barely keep an accent, he said, which is crazy.
Man,
I didn't realize that was a thing.
You know what? I've been there. It's been so cold that sometimes I switch into a weird, like, Spanish accent. I don't know.
Well, and you know what I really appreciated about it's my boy Chauncey from Brisbane. Thank you. Is what I like is that he actually did say Celsius. I believe he did say it was Celsius, or he translated it for us Yanks. I believe.
So
he
it's
said.
-1.
Yeah. So that's really colder than Derek reported. So times are changing. So watch out, people of last week. It's getting cold.
Yeah.
Should we listen? We got one more here. One more weather report.
All right, let's listen to that.
Hi-ho, headline heroes. It is Drew's cousin calling. My name is Kermit the Frog. I am a progressive male. When I got married, I took my wife's last name and hyphenated, so I'm Mick the Frog, Mr. Mick the Frog. Anyway, it is currently 38 degrees in sunny Wisconsin. Yay! Bye.
Oh, yeah. That's cousin Kermit.
Kermit the Frog.
Yeah, he's very progressive. We are all very proud of him for taking his wife's last name. Yeah.
That's very kind of him.
Didn't know he listened. Thank you for calling in. We should catch up. It's been a while.
Can we talk again though about 38 degrees? Wow,
That's
a veritable heat wave.
That's beach weather, as we say in the Midwest.
That's like that. That's that kind of temperature that, you know, even though it's 38 degrees, you're like, I could wear a t-shirt, like just because you're so happy that it's not -1.
I gotta go out and
is
move my
true.
car, so I'll just wear this t-shirt. It's fine.
Mm-hmm. No pants. Who cares?
I don't care.
People are so fucking happy it's 38 degrees that they don't care what you do.
Neighbors call the police, but whatever.
It's basically the purge when it's 38 degrees.
24/7.
Crimes are happening. People are just like, I'm just happy.
Whatever. It's
warm
just
out.
great outside. Murder, murder, murder.
Well, thank you very much, Kerr. Thank you very much for calling in.
Yeah, Derek and Chauncey, thank you as well. We appreciate it.
So I guess that's our weather segment.
Yeah, I didn't think that would actually happen, but it did.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. All right, well, Tanner.
What?
Hey, how you doing?
Hey.
Hey, what's the weather like where you are?
It's very, very warm. It's currently 38 degrees.
Oh,
That's weird. That's what we
beach
said in the
weather.
last one. That's beach weather.
It's beach weather.
That's
for
what I'm
all
gonna do
those
later today then.
Nebraska beaches. All right, well, do you want to call
Yeah, sure. So
all right.
End my suffering.
this was episode number 40, which is the big one. 40 is when we said we were finally gonna quit doing it.
We're over the hill.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna die now.
this week we created the superhero demolition critter. The shape-shifting through explosions superhero that shapeshifts into animals specifically. At this time, as always, we want to thank Brett Jacobson for creating the art for the show. And no insult from this week. I just got to give him a shout out for going to see Star Wars with me, so I didn't have to see it by myself because
Hey,
he
you
went
finally
for
saw it.
Hey,
he went for the
Good
third
job.
time to just so I didn't have to go by myself. So big shout out to Brett for that.
what a friend.
What a good guy. Nice. Good job, Brett.
We also want to thank Carl Sorensen. He didn't see Star Wars with anyone, but he's still a great guy. He works on all the post-production for our podcast, as well as created the music for any segments we have. That includes the intro and the outro. If you're interested in working with Carl on any audio projects, your podcast or anything else, you can reach out to him at carljsorensen.com, and maybe you guys can set up some sort of arrangement. I don't know, sex stuff? I'm not really sure. Listen, that's for you and Carl to figure out.
Mm. Are you just prostituting out Carl?
Listen, I said the
Carl?
phrase make some sort of arrangement, and I've never heard anyone say make some sort of arrangement in like a normal like, hey, let's make an arrangement. In the arrangement where I pay you $10 and you do the thing. Normally it's like, we'll make an arrangement. Mhm.
That's true.
Carl told me to say those exact words, and if he tells you anything otherwise, he's a liar.
All right. If you have any articles you would like to see us discuss, multiple ways you can get that to us. We have an email, headlineheroescast@gmail.com. You can tweet them at us at headline_heroes or send them to our Facebook group. Also, we have a subreddit. It's r/headlineheroes, so you can submit them there. That'd be cool if we can get some action going there. We have a voicemail that you can send whatever into us, even if it's just the current temperature outside as we put the call out for. That number is 319-596-6766. So give us a call. Let us know what's happening.
Mozzarella sticks.
Yeah.
Let us know about the mozzarella sticks.
We need to know. I need to know.
For real.
Nothing.
And if it's in your city, great. I don't care unless that city is Minneapolis or St. Paul. I'll take St. Paul.
Unless you have some legit good mozzarella sticks that I think it's worth a pilgrimage, then yeah, give me.
But focus mostly, if you can, on stuff in the Twin Cities.
I mean, Midwest.
I guess. Listen,
if you have
actually, let me know if there's anything in Omaha. I need to know.
Or in my neck of the woods, which is Iowa. I am from all of Iowa. Yeah, send us questions, comments, concerns, anything. We love to get voicemails. If you're listening to us on iTunes and you have a rating system there, we'd really appreciate it. Throw us 5 stars, 4 stars, whatever, and give us some sort of review. We love to see that. Finally, tell a friend. We spread the love, spread that Headline Heroes love. Thank you for listening, and we hope you'll pick up the next issue of Headline Heroes.